Hey team, how's it going? Sorry for not having a call for everyone last night, but it was for good reason. So I can definitely tell you that we had a phenomenal weekend. I'm sorry that most of you could not come, but we spent the weekend with a bunch of powerful, amazing, ambitious women at the Ambitious Women's Conference in Dallas, Texas. So we spent Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with just some phenomenal businesswomen and million-dollar earners in their fields. And it was a little bit more intimate and smaller of a group than the one that we did in Vegas. So it was a lot more networking and getting to know people that are genuinely interested in helping our business grow. So it was very exciting. We even got a shout out from Rita Davenport, who, if you don't know who she is, I would definitely take a look at her history. She's a phenomenal woman. I actually did a live video too into our Facebook group page. And if you're not a part of that, let's definitely get you in there. I will list it in the email that I send out, excuse me, with this video link, as well as what we're going to talk about today. But all in all, overall, I mean, there will be some things we're going to continue to train on that were in addition to the amazing things we learned in Vegas, but there's some key components that we learned at this women's conference that have to do more with presenting and really how to present and close like a pro, also how to onboard your teams properly. And so, when someone comes on board, it's like, what's the first thing to do with them? Where do I go with them? What do I do with them? What do I tell them their first steps are? And we really wanted to make that duplicatable. And so Amy and I will be working on that this week and hopefully get that out to you guys by next week. But stay tuned for some trainings that we're going to be doing on how to present and close like a pro, onboarding your teams, so on and so forth. So something that I want to talk to you guys about today, which is kind of, it's something that I've known I needed to do, and I always thought I did it because I'm run by my calendar, but ultimately I really was not organized as far as blocking out my schedule and I'm blocking out my calendar. Now, yes, like I said, I'm run by my calendar. Literally, I put stuff in there even if I need to make a phone call to someone. But I've learned some tips and tricks and how I think we can refocus and actually use what's called my ideal week. So I just spent the last hour designing this and putting mine together. Now, it probably won't take you an hour because I literally had to write in everything. So I'm going to send you guys a copy of this via email so that you can print it out. And then also, I can't send Excel spreadsheets. So if you guys want the Excel spreadsheet, you're going to have to email me and ask me for it, and I can send it to you. So in Arrow, I can only send PDFs, so I'll be sending you guys the PDFs, but you literally can color it in yourself and block it off yourself. But if you want the Excel spreadsheet, then you're gonna have to email me to my email address. So this is what's called my ideal week. And what I feel like this is so incredibly powerful for is to hold ourselves accountable. And it's very, very easy for us to push off targeted skin time and keep pushing it off and keep pushing it off and say, I'll get to it, I'll get to it, I'll get to it. And I have to say, I'll admit, like, I'm just as guilty of it. So I think this is a really great opportunity for us to block off certain times, really identify how much time do you want to be spending every week on targeted skin? Do you want to be spending 5 days a week on it? Do you want to be spending 2 days a week on it? Do you want to be spending 2 hours a week on it? What is your ideal time frame on time spent on targeted skin? And so I really feel, and I'm very, 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 very strongly about this now, that if we set aside the time and plan the time to work on targeted skin, it gets rid of our guilt. Because I don't know about you guys, but I know, like, I just push stuff off so much because I get phone calls all day and emails and, customers that want to know about this, and then sales reps that are needing help with this over here. And so I get pulled in a lot of different directions, which I'm sure we all do with our days, no matter what we're doing. But if we really set aside the time and block off, like for me, obviously it's probably a little bit more than some of you, and that's okay. But you know, you really set aside, you block off the time, it gets rid of the guilt because you know that this is the designated time for targeted skin. And then when you're doing your other things out in the, you know, whether that's your other job or you're spending time with family, you can be present there because you know that the time that you are spending on targeted skin, that's already dedicated. And so no guilt, it gets rid of that, and we can just move forward and work on targeted skin at that certain time. So when planning out this calendar, so when you guys get this yourself here, what I want you to do and what I think is most beneficial is to start with yourself first. So it's really good to figure out your me time, figure out your workout times, and plug those into place first. If you're not a person that likes to work out, maybe you like to read books, or you like to meditate, or whatever the case may be. Maybe some of that time is your workout time, that you want to go to a yoga class, or you want to go to a spin class. I know those are my two favorite things to do. It literally is what I use to decompress and just sort of get out of my own head for an hour a few times a week. And so put that in your calendar first, your me time and your workout time. Then I would incorporate some family time in there, friends time, whether that's a Friday evening, Saturday evening, church on Sunday, whatever the case may be. And then beyond that, I would fill in your day job or, you know, whatever pays the bills for you at this certain point in time. If you do have the luxury of being able to spend more time or full time on targeted skin, let's fill your calendar with more details on targeted skin. But if it's your day job or your, you know, whatever pays the bills, put that in your calendar. And if you work during the day, put that between your 8 and 5 or 9 and 4 or whatever that range is. If you work in the evenings, put your day job or your, you know, whatever pays the bills between that 4 p.m. and midnight or whatever that time frame is. Then really find some spots where you can incorporate targeted skin. Again, like I said, it doesn't have to be an extensive amount of time. And I think with building your list as well as working on those scripts, if you challenge yourself to send 10 emails a day to people, I think what you'll end up finding is that 2 to 3 of those people may respond and want to get more information. And then you email them the link to the video. We'll have our targeted skin commercial. It's not really a commercial that's going to be aired anywhere, but it's going to be used for us to be able to send to people if they're like, hey, can you send me some more information? It's like literally 90-second video that will really in-depth explain what targeted skin is as a whole. So you'll be able to pop that over to them and then follow up with a phone call to answer any questions, you know, those types of things. So I really feel like if we don't make the time, we don't have a business to build. And that's really, you know, the end all be all goal here with targeted skin is we all want to build our own business. We all want that financial freedom. We all want to have more time to spend with our families and spend with our friends and to go to the gym at 10 o'clock in the morning if we want to, you know, and just really have more freedom and flexibility with our lives. So again, I'll say it, if we don't make the time, we just don't have a business to build. So really try to set some time aside for targeted skin and stick to it. I'm very well aware that these ideal weeks won't always be the same for the whole entire year. There's going to be things that come up, shift and change and whatnot. And that's totally okay. You may have a different ideal week every week, but maybe set the time on Sunday to plan out your next week for what that week's ideal time frame will look like. And so some of us will have the same weeks for months and months and months. Some of us might have to, I know for my sister, for instance, she's a nurse at a hospital. And so she's going to have to plan her week out every single week. So it's a little bit more work, but I think as long as we plan it, we're going to have a business and we're going to have a business to build. And so that's all I really have for you guys. I think I want to challenge you all to really create your ideal week. I will be sending this out to you all here in the next few moments once you get this video. Well, actually, if you have this video, you already have it. So, right, little me. Anyways, it's been a long day. and my brain's on overload from that conference. So the only other thing I wanted to mention to you all is that there is another conference coming up. It's going to be the first couple of days of June, and it is in Dallas again. It's at the Intercontinental in Dallas, and this is with the National Association of Network Marketers, or Network Marketing. There's going to be a lot of the same women who have spoken at the 2 conferences that I've been to, and I've had the privilege to get to know, and they are wonderful, wonderful people, extremely knowledgeable. But there's also going to be some men at this event that are going to be able to speak to network marketing and their experiences and what they've learned. And so it looks like there's going to be a lot of skills training to this event too as well. So if you have or you want more information about that, I probably will be attending. 90% chance I'll be going to that, just because I do love these things. They keep me, just rejuvenated, and they keep me excited about the industry and excited about what we're doing. I cannot tell you guys how many people, myself and Kim and Amy and my sister and my mom, spoke to at this event that we were at this past weekend, and are just in awe of our company and what we're doing. They just think it's so fascinating. So we're definitely in the right direction, and we're definitely a company to watch. And there's a lot of people watching us and potentially wanting to join us. So I would say let that be some fuel to your fire. We've definitely got something really, very, very special. I mean, we all know that, but to have that sort of validated by these people at this conference is just quite amazing. So again, that conference, I will be sending out the details. It's going to be in Dallas in beginning of June, and I kind of just want to go because I love Dallas, but obviously it's going to be a phenomenal conference too as well. So I'll send you out those details. If you guys have any questions about that, please don't hesitate to reach out. But let's get our calendars before you guys do anything else, before you continue with your list, before you continue with sending out emails. Get your calendar together and literally print it out. If you have to write it in, that's fine. If you want the Excel spreadsheet, like I said, email it to me. You can fill that in on the Excel spreadsheet, and then you can email it to yourself or print it off or whatever. But tape it up on your, next to your computer in your office, or put it on your mirror in your bathroom. Print out 5 of them and put them around the house. Who cares? At least you're going to see it all the time. So I'm challenging you guys, put your list together, because I think this is going to be a game changer in you guys focusing and spending the time, dedicating the time, and building your business to a better life. Okay? Talk to you guys soon. Love y'all, and have a great week. Thanks. Bye.